What's going on, guys? Dave again here from JDH Reptiles. Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be another holdback video, the fourth in the sequence here. Today we're going to show off about 6 animals or so. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright guys, so 6 of our holdbacks from this year. We're going to go ahead and show you those animals. I'll turn the camera down, explain the genetics in them, and then from there we do have a little update I'm going to give you at the very end of this, so stay tuned to that. You're not going to want to miss it. Alright, the first one here in our holdbacks is this pastel yellow belly het red axanthic. And it is 100% het for Desert Ghost. Putting Desert Ghost into the het red axanthic was a huge plan of ours for this year. But I don't believe any of these, well, one male is going to get some use this year. And it's probably this male right here. He's going to see a girl or two. And hopefully we can make some het red axanthic Desert Ghost combos. We'll see. He is up to size. He's a power eater. I mean, you can see just how big he is. Nice and solid. That yellow belly coming through really nice. Definitely a cool animal. The cool part of this is, if you like what you see, we actually have one more of these still on our Morph Market page. So make sure to check the link down below, and you can get your hands on this exact same combo if you're interested in moving your projects further. Alright, next one up in our holdback list is this boy here. This is a leopard spot nose, or sorry, a leopard spot nose. I had to think there for a second. We specifically bred to get this animal, and we're definitely happy to have it. However, with the change in one of our females that actually ended up being a male, I believe we're going to offer this boy up. So keep an eye on our Morph Market page. It is possible that this guy will get put up there eventually. But yeah, leopard spot nose, really cool interaction. I do love the combo a lot. Looks really nice. Just a cool animal to have, and he's pretty much up to size as well. So he'll be ready to go here later this season. Alright, third one up on our holdback list here is this pinstripe yellow belly het red axanthic, 100% het for Desert Ghost. So really cool one here. This basically kind of, instead of having the pastel yellow belly het red, this one's going to have the pinstripe instead of the pastel. So you can get a totally different breakdown of what the pattern looks like. Really cool animal, and hopefully we'll push some of our projects further here in the next year or so. Really cool to have this boy here, and looking forward to the future with him. Alright, another one we have here. This was actually a planned animal. We definitely wanted to try and make this. However, I didn't think it was going to turn out nearly as nice as it did. So super stoked to have it, and really stoked to how it turned out. This here is a pastel GHI Mojave scaleless head. So of course we worked a scaleless head project. This girl here looks really nice, turned out really good. She'll be sweet to have down the road. See her on some eggs in a couple years. Definitely a very cool project. And of course, if you're not into scaleless head, even if you don't want to work the scaleless animals, scaleless head does so much to the pattern. It also does so much to the color that I highly recommend you get scaleless head, even as a small bit, in your collection. We have a bunch of it here. I can show you a lot of different differences between scaleless head animals and non-scaleless head animals. Definitely something I highly recommend. Alright, and this one here. So this was what we've been shooting for 2 years. Finally got the parents up to size. It's a long road. and we were able to hit one of these animals. So this here is a male, which is phenomenal. It is an albino clown. Probable pastel, I don't know. I have a hard time with seeing pastel and albinos, but definitely a sweet looking animal. Definitely happy to have him. Pretty cool to have into our clown project. But yeah, visual albino clown, possible pastel. Just a cool animal. And obviously, you know where we're going to take this. I mean, we can move this into Xanthic and make snows. We can move this in really to any of our clown projects to make albino of those versions. And no, this is not lavender. It's not candy. It is just the regular albino gene. I kind of like breathing the fire back into these older, long lost genes. People are moving into lavenders, which are pretty. And we do have one Candino here, but I really want to just stick with the regular albino gene and show just how much power this still has, and hopefully breathe some life back into it. Alright, we actually have 4 animals left. I'm just going to show them all to you. This one here is a Lori. This is single gene Lori. It is double het though for G-stripe and VPI Xanthic. The Lori and Cinnamon gene, they're allelic, and they can be kind of tough to differentiate the two, but I will tell you one really easy way to tell is the eye stripes. The eye stripes on the Lori are really bold and black and do not fade out. On a Cinnamon, they do fade out, and I could show you one of those really quick. So this here's a Cinnamon version. You can see no bold outline, eye stripes faded. And then the other thing is, once they get some size on them, you can definitely see the difference in the tones. So this is definitely very black, and this one has that brown, almost like a bronzish color to it. You see them as they lay over top each other. Try and see if I can get them to stop moving. You can, well, if you could see, the difference is definitely night and day, but this is harder to see until they get some size. So if you have a question between Cinnamon or Lori and their hatchlings, might take a little while to learn the two, but once you lay them side by side and they get to this size where they're like 300 grams or so, about 5 or 6 months. These are clutch mates, by the way. You could definitely tell a difference. So Lori, double het VPI Xanthic and genetic stripe. Cinnamon, double het VPI Xanthic and genetic stripe. And the heads are different. Just totally different between the two animals. This one is up for sale on our Morph Market page. This one here is a Holdback. The next animal, who's actually already seen a couple girls, is our special scaleless head that we produced this year. This boy's really cool. We were shooting for crystals and crystal scaleless heads. We did produce 2 crystals, however neither one of them made it out of the eggs. So unfortunately the only thing we had to hold back was a special scaleless head, which is still nice. However, this year we're going to try and produce super special scaleless heads, and still going to try and produce the scaleless head crystal as well. So really cool boy, glad to have him. He probably wouldn't have been a Holdback if the crystals would have been here, especially if any of them were scaleless head. But since we don't have them, he was our next best option, and I'm definitely glad we got him. Alright, the next one here, 2 left, guys. As you can see, we held back a lot of het red Xanthic stuff, mainly because it's all 100% het for Desert Ghost. This one here is another male. This is a pastel pinstripe, yellow belly, het red Xanthic, het for Desert Ghost. So Lemon Blast, het red Xanthic, yellow belly, het DG. Really cool. Yellow belly brings in some of the flames. Obviously the pastel and the pinstripe together make the Lemon Blast, and the het red Xanthic just holds a little more of that pattern in there. Kind of gives it a little bit more craziness to the pattern than a regular pinstripe or a regular lemon blast would have. So really cool. Glad we got this boy as well. He's going to see a girl, I believe, this year as well. So really stoked to have him in the lineup. Hopefully we can make some really cool Desert Ghost combos this season. Alright guys, and the last one who is in shed, but doesn't really matter because you just got done seeing one. This is another Lori, single gene Lori, double het for VPI Xanthic and genetic stripe. So we kept 2 of them back. Thought about selling one, but we decided we're going to keep them both back. The patterns on these, the way the alien head structure looks is a little bit different, and because of that, I think we're going to take these in 2 different routes. So this one here, we're obviously going to do the Xanthic and genetic stripe, see what happens there. The other one, actually thinking, the last one I showed you, I actually think we're going to put him into tri-stripe. Just the way his pattern is, the way the alien heads are dragged out. Jamie said that she would like to see how that would work with the tri-stripe stuff. So I don't know if we're going to jump into like Xanthic tri-stripes or what, but that's kind of the plan down the road, is to use him to move our tri-stripe projects in a different way. So this one here definitely lined up for Xanthic G-stripe Loris down the road. He's got some time to go, he's got a little size to make up, but you know, next year he'll be good to go. And when I say next year, I mean the end of 22/23, not this season. He will not make the roster, much as I'd like him to. We've already got plans for females because he's just a little bit late down the road and not going to be prepared and ready to go this season, which is fine. So he'll stay here, get some more size, and next year, a year from now, we'll put him in the rotation to make those Xanthic G-stripe Loris. Alright guys, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you liked the holdbacks we got. Make sure to leave some comments down below and let us know what you thought about the last bit of our holdbacks. For that sneak peek, I am going to show you the acid clutch that was cut a couple days ago. They're all out of the eggs. Obviously they have not shed, but I gave you guys a sneak peek really quick. Until next time guys, make sure to check all of our links down below. If you have any questions at any time, you can check out our Morph Market page and send me a message. I'll hook you up with some deals, get some animals out to you. But again, we won't be shipping until next year. We will be doing some expos, so there's always the possibility if you're in the area you can come and pick up your animal. That's not a problem. But check out our Instagram, Facebook page, our Patreon, and everything else we have down below. Thanks again. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoy this. Alright guys, so haven't shed yet. One ivory combo. One highway combo. With the way that head looks, I'm going to say it's got acid. Probably acid and spot nose. Same here. I believe this is also maybe a pastel highway with acid or acid and spot nose. Pretty cool animal. Highway combo. This one, not really sure. We'll see when it sheds. I'll do a little research on these guys this weekend. And then of course the last one is a yellow belly or gravel. I was thinking spot nose at first, but now that I look at it, I mean, it's got a little bit of like flaming here and there, but I don't think that's actually spot nose. So maybe you guys can tell better or not. Anyways guys, that's it. Enjoy.